Eagle Finners, what up, baseballers? Happy Tuesday, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Ready to bust out some baseball for first time in I don't know, I think it's been close to 2 years. So, how's your Tuesday, Finn? Hope all is doing well. Get a few people in here. So, 10 boxes, Finn. 2024, 25. 24 boxes, the Onyx baseball. It's our lone wolf from that case we got. So at the beginning of that, it's been a couple of years. Shit, we busted baseball. Can't clear my throat. Shit. Baseballers ready. Bunch of cards here. Bunch of cards. So Stadium Club's fat and heavy. Chrome's update's pretty heavy. Oh, that's got 100 cards in it. Hope for some big hits out of there. And then the baby Chrome and the baby Club. Sir Thomas, what's going on, Thomas? Welcome in, Bobby. Welcome in. Doing pretty good. Some pork and sauerkraut on the in the crock pot, and that's what was dinner tonight. So, yeah. Something a little bit different. It made the kitchen a little warm though. The kitchen was definitely warm. It was what, 85 today? 85. I think up here. So hope you're doing good, Thomas. Thanks for checking in, man. Thanks for checking in. The closer. You are the closer. You had a few teams, so all your boxes went out today. So everybody's shipping is out. So, but Adam Tenoye, he's got to get a hold of me. He won't respond with the address. So, finally got everybody's addresses. Your packages are out. 3 breaks. Hi, Fran. All right, Finners. Well, we got lots of cards, so let's get busting some baseball. I know I'm going to be sleeving quite a few, so let's see what we can find tonight. I am excited about some baseball. It's been a long while. Sam Bam Cunningham Edwards. What up, Sam Bam? Yeah, you said you last time you broke was with me. So yeah, I think it's been a couple years, Sam, since we did some baseball. All right, the babies, the baby club. Let's do a baby club. So we've got select on the mega, autographed and or mem. How's Sam Bam tonight? Got the fat Stadium Club. So there are a lot of cards in this box. What you got in here? I bet you got 100. I bet you got 100. All right, our Onyx baseball, 2024 preferred. This had a good sign on this. A lot of good signings in this product. So it's one of the reasons I got it way back then. All right. Chrome update. So you'll have some different rookies in that than you will the regular Chrome from what I've looked at and seen. Holiday Mega is always a good one. Get something out of there. And then Crusade will bring us 3 autographs and or mem. So all right, there's our 2 big ones. So good luck tonight, Finn. Good luck. Like I said, we'll start off with a little baby club. There you are, Finn. What up? Hopefully we've got some good lighting tonight. Good lighting. You can see the torches in the back. There's lights all over the freaking place. So all over the place, Finn. We got down here. We got a straggler. I don't know where he came from. That's like an extra thick. Feels like an extra thick one. I don't know. Well, it's not old. I guess it's not. I thought it was old to start with. All right. Microphone use by Google Chrome. You guys hear me? Everything good? Is everything good? Just to make sure. I mean, my mic is on. I think we're good. So, but yeah, let me know if you can hear me. I've gotten on a couple times now, sitting there rambling and talking, and you guys, no mic. No mic. All right. Yeah, it was interesting pricing out the 2025. So all new. It was all new to me. It really was. All right. I'm running down the list of ownership. And like I said, tonight the closer was Thomas yesterday. So good job on the close. A what? A what? All right, this is your starting lineup tonight. Good luck, Finn. Let's pull some fire, baseball fire. So, like I said, first time in probably a couple of years. So, Sir Thomas checking in on the Diamondbacks. Jared Brolsma back for the first time in a long time. So, put up some baseball. A couple of guys that hadn't been in a while jumped in. So, that's kind of cool. So, Jared, you had a couple teams. Atlanta was one of them. Taylor May jumped in on the Baltimore Orioles. Matty Belanger getting the Boston Red Sox. Reds took care of Boston, but they're not taking care of anybody tonight. Pittsburgh's got them. So, Jason Coberly, what up, Jason? Holla, holla, holla. Yeah, Reds were down 6-1, had the bases loaded in like the fourth. Bases loaded, one strikes out, Nelly strikes out. Like, come on, man. So I think they barely got by the Red Sox. I mean, De La Cruz isn't doing shit. He's like 2 for 14 this year. So, well, is that eight or nine strikeouts? Mm-hmm. So Belanger on the Sox. What up, Jason? How are you tonight? Corey Howard on his Cubbies. A lot of people wanted those Cubbies. Angel Hernandez on the White Sox. Ivan Mott got me the Cincinnati Reds, so very nice. Angel, what up? Angel, holla, babe. How are you? How are you? Your A's are finally trying to win one. I was wondering if you were a Giants fan. Angel, how you doing, Bubby? Thanks for jumping in. You should have got your package. A couple of you got your packages I sent out on Friday. Was it a Friday or Saturday? I don't know, but I know some of them have already shown up. So, Sir Thomas on the Cleveland Indians and the Colorado Rockies. Rockies were a closed team. So, good job, Thomas. Good luck on that. Devlin Toth on the Detroit Tigers. So, Dev on the Detroit team. That's always his team. Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Oh, my. Sir Thomas on the Astros. Bradley Knoll. Bradley wanted the Cubbies. Bradley got the Kansas City Royals. So, very nice. Very nice. The mailman is down the street. That's crazy. 6 o'clock there? It's 6:15 where you are. I think it is. Tim and Deb jumping in on the Angels. Sam Bam on the Dodgers. Snagged them quickly. Sir Thomas on the Marlins. Jared Brolsma also picking up the Brew Crew. Taylor Mosier on the Minnesota Twins. Unky Steve jumping in on the Mets. He was a little late to the party. So we got the Mets. Sam Bam jumping on the Yankees. The Yankees and Dodgers quickly. Good job there. Hopefully we can hit something for you. Care Bear Esposito on the Athletics, the A's. Sam Bam on the Phillies, hometown Phillies. Unky Steve on the Pirates, looking for some Mr. Skeens. Very nice, very nice. Tim and Deb also jumping in on the Padres. Jason Coberly on the Giants. Joe Dusho, Joe D, back in the house. Joe D, where are you? On the Seattle Mariners because Ma Hit Queen said so. Ivan was trying to get those from you. He's trying to get them back, baby. He wanted them bad. He's ready to buy you another team and another team. I don't know. Don't ask me. I said, go ask Joe. Joe, where are you? Sir Thomas on the Cardinals. Snagging Unky Steve on that one. Steven Doggett back in the house on the Tampa Bay Rays. Doggett, what's going on, man? Rays in the holla. Fran jumped in and got the Texas Rangers. So you couldn't probably tell you one player on that team, but I'm just saying. Ivan Mott closing us out on the Blue Jays and the Nationals. So that is your starting. Excuse me. Still can't clear that. All right. The allergies down in Florida are just so crazy. They're so crazy. Oh my gosh. Seriously. Gas prices. Yeah, we know where the gas prices are at. We're like we keep going up. We're like at we were like 420 this afternoon, 429. It's just insane. So we'll be all right. We'll be all right. It'll only be temporary. All right, Finn. Well, Stadium Club starting us out. Starting us out in the club. So let's go, club. Let's go clubbing. 6:17. Running late, usually here before 4. Yeah, my lady gets here early and loads our boxes up here. Majority of the time, it's weird. Sometimes a package will be delivered later in the evening. So from the post office, FedEx and UPS come directly to my door. So everything else I got to go over and get at the mailboxes. The mailboxes. The mail right across the street from me. So shoot. At the pool, at the mailboxes, I got shuffleboard court. Yeah. All right, Finn. I think we're looking for some green. I think the green parallels. The green parallels in here. I think that's what it was. Yeah, one base sepia. Base lime green parallels per box. Well, Finn, you ready? Let's do this. Let's do this. Connection is unstable. Uh-oh. Are you guys still there? This connection is unstable. I don't like that. All right, Finn, let's go. Good luck, good luck, good luck. It's all good. All right, Zach Galen. Max, there's your green on Jacob Wilson for the A's. So there's your green parallel. I guess it is a lime green parallel. Shit. Sonny Gray, Bryce, Corbin Carroll, Royce Lewis. We got here Kobe Mayo on yours for the taking insert, rookie insert. Nice one there for Baltimore. It's a good looking card. It's a pretty card there. Hell yeah. Dylan Cruz on the rookie. Juan Soto, Brent Brooker, Terang, Shanwell for the lime green, Crow Armstrong, and Robert. Robert with a new life. That's for sure. All right, so the green parallels. Interesting. I like that. Yours for the taking. Not much on the back of of those inserts over the years, so I wouldn't expect them to change them now. But that's a good looking card, really is. All right. So plus it's a rookie, and then we got Cruz. Not even halfway through yet, so we got 3 top loaded. Shanwell was our lime green, not a rookie. So Ballesteros on a rook. Will Smith, in case of emergency, break glass. Jackson Churio. So nice little insert there for the Brew Crew. It's a good looking card. Ice 3. There you go, Brew Crew. Cal, Corbin Birds, Jackson Jobe. Woo. Tawny on the green. Well, that one will get a top loader. Tawny checking in. So De La Cruz following the Tawny. Cold Bat City. Jordan Westberg. Biggio. Shane McClanahan. Let's leave Sam. That's a cool one there. Being the Tawny, so he's a premium, like the Judge, always getting the top loader. Probably the only two. I like the In Case of Emergency. That is a cool one. They had something on the back, but and then Ballesteros, Moises. So Cubby's sneaking one in there. All right, here comes our sepia on top. It is Cole Reagan's. Cole Reagan's on the sepia. No numbers. Rookie on Logan Henderson. Rafi. Birdie. A-Rod. Green rookie on a Cam Smith for the Stros. Green lime green. Perez. Ozzy Albies. Matt Shaw checking in for the Cubbies. Cubbies with another rook. CJ Abrams. Savage Slugger on some pool holes. That's pretty sick. So, Sir Thomas on the Cardinals on that one. On a Savage Slugger insert. Good looking card. Ryan Howard and Longoria to close out. Not a bad box. Not a bad box. Savage Slugger. That is a cool card. Cubbies with 2 for Corey. Cam Smith for the Stros on the lime green. Logan Henderson. So more Brew Crew. It's their second, I believe. Oh, a Churio. Churio would have been the first. Okay. And then the sepia is Cole Reagan. All right, so Savage. Not a bad box, though, Finn. Not a bad box. The Tawny, nice. Gotta say, that's not too bad. Not too bad for a first box back. Not too bad. All right. Yep, let's do that. Hold on, Finn. I gotta get us some room here to put stuff in the dugout. In the Dougie. I got all the boxes. I put the boxes back into the dugout, so that won't work. All right, what are we gonna do? Let's do the top chrome. Let's do the top chrome. So 25 chrome. Looking for 4 sepia refractor parallels. Promise. There we go. Officially licensed product. April, we're close. We're close. Tomorrow's April Fool's Day. Don't let them get you. Don't let them get you tomorrow. So April's when Topps takes over freaking the licensing. So soon. Coming soon. Daughter's chiming in here. So let me open this and I'll see what Sis said. Yeah, they ordered a water alert down here in Florida where you can only use water once a week. Outside, nope, once a week. That's it. So yeah, it's really dry. It's so freaking dry. Oh my gosh. So the water alert, I'm allowed to use the water on Thursday. I don't water anything outside. Mine are all self-sufficient, but my car, the Infinity, needs washed. It's covered in yellow pollen, just covered in yellow pollen. All right, let's go. Good luck. See what we can find. See what we can put up on the podium. All right, Holofin, let's go. Topps Chrome. Good looking cards. Naylor. Moki. Will Wagner. Refractor on Louis Garcia. Louis Garcia on the refractor for Washington. Nice. Sepia on the Francisco Alvarez. Tyler Anderson. Josh Lowe. J.P. Crawford on the insert for Seattle with a Louis Castillo to follow. So what were these called? Lightning leaders, maybe? Jake Crawford? I don't know about that. Here, I gotta check and see what Sis said. Good looking cards, Finn. Good looking cards. It's chrome. I would expect it to be. New York Mets getting one for Unky Steve. And then Seattle for Joe. All right, let's see what Sis says. Hold on. Wow. Moving to Dad's neighborhood, it looks like. Yes, I know that house. I used to deliver the newspaper. That's beautiful. Nice homes. Nice homes where I grew up. Definitely. Michael Harris. Love to see the Twins be able to go there. What is this? Fortune 5 on a Bryce Harper. That's nasty. Sam, that's freaking nasty. And you got Alec Boehm behind it. That's a cool looking card, Finn. Ray Wave. It's called the Ray Wave. Thank you, Thomas. The Ray Wave. All right, the Ray Wave. Roblowski, Ozzy, and Matt Shaw on the sepia for the Cubbies. So the nice one there. Very nice, but I like that Fortune 5 for the Phillies. Sam Bam with a cool one. Could give him a double bubble. Give Sam the first double bubble of the night. On the Fortune 5 insert. Fortune 5. Philly. Double bubble. Double bubble. Shaw for the Cubbies. Cubbies are trying. They got three top loaded. All right. Got a couple refractors back here. Enriquez. O'Neal Cruz. What the heck's that one? O'Neal Cruz. Good looking card. Bo. Kanowitz. All right, Angels. Adley Rutschman. Hey, you know I'll butcher baseball. Shapiro on the refractor. A's with a rookie on Max Muncy. And Hayden Birdsong on the sepia rookie for Sam Fran and Jason Coberly. Getting a little sepia rookie there. These look good, Finn. These are freaking good-looking cards. All right. I like that Shapiro. Jack. That's good old Jack. The O'Neal Cruz, and then L.A. getting one also on the Henriquez. Yeah, I got a feeling we'll top load quite a few tonight. Obviously, we always do in baseball. Still got a good little amount left. Box number 2. A's of the Muncie. All right, what we got then there? We got some blue. Got some blue back there. What is that? All right, Ray Wave on a Kirby for Seattle. Kirby. Kloffenstein. Jameer Candelario, Jackson Merrill, Jake Bloss on the Ray Wave rookie. Down Nola, Carlos Correa on the Sepia. Logan Driscoll for Tampa Bay, and all etch on a Tatis. Damn, there you go. That's nasty. All etch on a Tatis, no numbers. That's pretty. That's pretty, Finn. I like that. So Padres. That's a sexy card. Let's put that one up. And then I'll put a couple others up also. All right. So we got more rookies. So Tampa Bay, nice box for a blaster or a value box. That's for damn sure. Double bubble for the Toronto Blue Jays. So Blue Jays tonight, Ivo getting a double bubble. And then Seattle going to Joe D. All right, let's see if we can find a podium for. I know the Cubbies should be close. Pittsburgh, the Dodgers. Like the Philly hit Seattle. Put Seattle up here. There's another Washington. Try to get these guys up. Savage for the Cards. Stros, Cubbies. Brew Crew had a couple. Dodgers. And then Cubby Mayo. All right. Cubbies are up. Cubbies are definitely up. They got 4. Tatis, where can we see him? He's gone already. He's gone. He left. He left quickly. We'll bring him in. All right. Dodgers with the Tawny. And then the Phillies with a double bubble. Sam Bam. And then the Brew Crew sneaking up. I know there's a couple others out there that could get up there soon. Those are our first 2 boxes. That's what we got top loaded, though. So very nice. Very nice, Finn. Cheers, drinking water tonight. All right, Finners. Let's do a select mega. So good luck, Finn. Good luck. Nice little start. 32 cards. Yeah, the all etch is nice. So is that Fortune 5. All right, select in the holophane. Let's see what we've got here. I see some numbers. That's always good. It's a banger out of the box of select here. Find us a banger. It's a fatty right there, kind of. I do believe it's something. All right. Very nice. Something on the bottom to the top. It's a little cracked ice looking, Mother Hubbards. You ready? Room for somebody in the middle. Let's do it. All right. Eaton Salas. No numbers from Prism. Drew Burris. Rookie on Sugano. Sagano going to Baltimore. Dylan Dreeling. Piazza on the red ice. That's $2.99 out of $2.99. So Piazza headed to New York. The Mets headed to the Mets. Big Pappy, Carson Williams, Baby Acuna for New York. Lombard, no numbers on the Prism. So George to the Yankees. Noble Meyer, Rogers, Hornsby in the range, and then Jacob Wilson. Wilson on the premier level. A little bit different, obviously. Looking good. All right. Sleeve after that green one on the back. Jake Arrieta. Arrieta on the ice, baby. Cal. Kiero on the rookie. Prism on Cade Horton for Chicago. Cade Horton on a nice one there for the Cubbies. Marcelo Mayer for Boston on the ice rookie for Matty B. That's a good looking card. Concourse. Miggy. Dolander. Ty Cobb on the premier level. So Ty Cobb going to Detroit. Nice one there for Detroit and Devlin. And then the Blake Burke on the premier level. 3 different colors on there. It's a good one for Brew Crew. It's a good looking card. All right, so Brew Crew getting another one up there. Ty Cobb for Detroit on the Prism. Got about a half a box left, maybe just a little bit less. Nice one there for Boston. Cade Horton for Chicago, the Cubbies. He'll go visit his friends. Cubbies up. Kiero Gold for Angel on the Kiero for the White Sox. Arrieta and some ice. Yeah, Cubbies are on it right now. Lombard, Yankees. What's going on in the ESPN world? Baby Acuna for the Mets and the Unky Steve. Piazza getting the double bubble. The double bubble for Stevie. That one's Piazza's $2.99 out of $2.99 for the Mets. Then we've got Baltimore getting a Sugano. And who is that? San Diego on the Salas. Go up there with Tatis. And Baltimore getting another one besides their insert they had earlier. That should be way down there. I don't know where it's at. All right, here we go. Mem or something on the back. Good luck. Midroth. White Sox. Bo knows. Escobar. Matt Shaw. More Chicago. So Matt Shaw checking in again. Bobby Witt. Starlin Caba. First time I've seen that. Heard that dude. Seaver King. Jacob Wilson. What's up with Wilson? That's a different one right there. It's a different one on the Wilson. Braden Montgomery and then Yachty. Definitely a different one on the Wilson. It doesn't say where it is. Matt Shaw. And then Chase. All right, so Cubbies are taking the lead. Taking the early lead. The third box in. Trying to get a full podium. All right. Gonna flip it and get it, Finn. Flip it and get it. Yachty. Is Luke Kershaw. Minnesota. So Minnesota getting the mem. That's Taylor made on the Kershaw. Light blue. A little different. Definitely a little different. Oh, I had it in there. I had it, man. It's a tight one. All right, what are we going here? We're going probably 100 point. No numbers on this one. No numbers. So first mem out going to Minnesota. And Taylor made a little ice looking. Ice looking. Going to the back corner over here. We got room. We don't got much room tonight. Yachting. All right, it's 3 boxes in, Finn. 3 boxes in. All right, a little holiday action. It's a holiday action, so we're looking for some snowflakes. I don't know that. 6 mega exclusive glitter holiday parallels per box. So we're looking for 6. We're looking for 6 holiday parallels. Hopefully we get something good in here too, because these have treated us pretty nice over the years. We usually get something. Do we have any oh, there's no ornament. You mean there's got to be an ornament here? Ah, there's the ornament. Yes, all right, there is an ornament. All right, so ornament's taken out. The ornament going to Gunner, going to Baltimore. Going to the Baltimore. So there you go, Baltimore, Taylor made with the Gunner Henderson. So Gunner checking in on the fatty. All right. Holiday has spoken. All right, let's see what we can find. I always like the holiday. I think it's cool. Always been a cool mega. Lot of sleeves though. There's a lot of sleevers in this box. That's for sure. We got 6 on the podium. There's a few others that could possibly be up there also. Got a couple cool inserts. Nothing major. 1 numbered. The numbered one was Piazza. So Piazza to $2.99. Going to the Mets. Keyshaw for Minnesota on the mem. Lime green Otani. Am I fatty or what? All right, we are open. 25 holiday mega. Holiday mega, Finn. I think we're good there. Have to open up a penny. Not quite opening it yet. All right, let's do this. Good luck, Finn. Good luck. Duran starting us off. Griffin Conine, Miami. Logan Gilbert. There's Ballesteros again. Drake Baldwin on the rook. Dalton Rushing. Josh Smith. Managa. Grant McCray. There you go. There's Ballesteros again, getting his own double bubble on the holiday. The holiday glitter. Moises getting the double bubble. Corey Seager. Flip backwards. I didn't know that. All right. They look good. These look good. The foil purple all the right way around. I mean, they look good. Tim and Deb, what up? Holla. Welcome. Doing pretty good, Bubba. Doing pretty good. Glad you guys jumped in. Cam Smith on the rook. Jackson Jobe on the rook. Bo. Swanson Dinner. Bueller. Tatis. Colton Cowser. O'Neill Cruz. Helio. Casas. Bogarts. Bogey. Rutschman. Skeens. Checking in. Zach Galen. Lindor. Zach Neto. And Brooks Lee. How are the Bronze tonight? How are you? How are you? How are you? All right, Minnesota adds one to their podium. Those Skeens on year 2. Then we got some rookies. Then we got another Holiday on top of the deck. So lots of sleevers is what I remember about this box. That's for sure. You guys got the All X for Tatis. Who's your other team? Who was your other team, Braun family? Why am I missing it? Oh, the Angels. Angels was your other one. That's what it was. The Angels. Glad you guys are good. Glad you guys are good. Hell yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Cubbies are winning the race early here, Braun family. They got a full podium already. Full podium already. All right, so Marlins sneaking in one. Atlanta sneaking one. Dodgers get one to their podium. We're really just getting started, so just did the couple blasters to start and just got the select mega done. So all right, what about a Tyler Locklear on the Holiday for Seattle and Joe D? Joe D with a Locklear. Very nice, very nice. All right, down to something. Down to something. I don't know what it is. Lagging on all your deliveries? Well, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, my delivery is totally different down here than being in Ohio. It's just, seriously. Ben Rice on the rip. Ward. Zebby Matthews. Chris Bryant. Austin Mays Hayes. Sagizi. Thomas Sagizi. That's a new one. Contreras. Simeon. Holiday on Salvador Perez for KC and Bradley. Salvador Perez. Corey Seager. Dezenzo for Houston. Kim for the Dodgers and Sam Bam. We got something in here. Let's put that on the bottom. I think that's a mem of something. That says something in there. Blake Snell, Screwball, and Jimenez on the rookie for Toronto. Drake Baldwin on the Holiday rookie for Atlanta. So Jared Brolsma getting the Holiday card on for Atlanta. Trying to break through there. All right, so we got something on the bottom. Something on the bottom for sure. A few more in through there also, so some different inserts. Getting some rookies, that's for damn sure. But this box is always full of rookies. The Chrome update will be. All right, then I need new pennies. All right, Yankees finally getting their second. Twins with another one. They get the podium already. St. Louis for Sir Thomas. Kansas City on the Holiday for Bradley. Houston. Thomas, you're on Houston, aren't you also? LA with another one for Sam. And Jimenez. I don't think we're halfway. I don't think we're halfway. Yeah, give him water. We'll do water. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Something in here. Something blue. Perdomo. Perez. Kikuchi. Marcelo Mayer for Boston. Kristen Campbell for Boston. There's a double bubble. Tovar. Zeke. Dustin Harris for Texas on the rookie. Beebs. Augustin Ramirez for the Marlins. Augustin Ramirez. Big Dumper. Ian Happ. Willie. Jordan Westberg. Who dat? Yamamoto. Hernandez. Zach Veen for Colorado. Keishel for Minnesota. Holiday. Stephen Kwan for Cleveland. Stephen Kwan for Cleveland. And Sir Thomas, thank you. Gunner. Wandy Diaz and a blue on rookie. Trey Sweeney. No numbers. What's a sexy looking Holiday? Blue Holiday rookie. That's for sure. All right. Open up Penny. Yeah, good looking one for Detroit. So Devlin bringing that one in. Good looking card. All right. We're about halfway now, Finn. We're about halfway. Quan for Thomas. Keyshaw again. Colorado with a Zach Veen. Ramirez. Dustin Harris. And then a double bubble for Boston and Matty B on the Campbell and the Marcelo Mayer. Boston double bubble. All right. These guys top loaded for you. Baseball always has a bunch on top loaders. Obviously, there's tons of rookies. Big difference from football, that for sure. All right, let's go. Flip backwards here on a pack, I believe. All right, Nick York for Pittsburgh. Schwellenbach, Spencer for Atlanta. Trey Turner. Langoliers. The Judge checking in. Judge finally checking in. Corbin Burns. Baby Acuna again checking in. We've hold his rookie cards for years. Lawrence Butler is like a Jason Dominguez. Jazz. Marte. Royce Lewis. Rafi. Reyes. Jace Jung for Detroit. Jackson Holiday. Cease. Drew Thorpe. Sox rookie. And Ryan Bliss. Seattle rookie. And Brenton Doyle over here on the other side. Brenton Doyle for Colorado. Thomas getting the Holiday. All right, what do we got here? We got some weird one. We got a weird one coming up here. All right. Especially on top of that stack. I think that card's just a little different. I could be wrong. No, I guess it's the same. So we get two of them? And he gets his own double bubble. So Baby Acuna. I thought they were different, but they're not. I thought they were different, but they're not. All right, double bubble for Unky Steve and the Mets. Yankees with their first Judge. Schwellenbach. And then Nick York. All right, so Judge getting in the holla for the Yankees. Pittsburgh, Unky Steve. Atlanta is Jared. Detroit's Devlin. Seattle is Joe. And the socks are Angel. Maybe. All right, something on the bottom here. Something on the bottom. So, we got a bat. All right, Vlad, Bobby Witt, Spencer Strider, Alcantara, Giancarlo Amador for Colorado and a rook. DeGrominator, Alvarez, Dylan Cruz checking in. And looks like Vlad for the Blue Jays, number to 199. Very nice. 193 out of 199 on the Vlad. Is it a game used bat? Is a game used piece of equipment or uniform from the official MLB game from featured athlete, but may not be from any event depicted in the image on the card. Okay. So it's a holiday image. I mean, but it is game used. Not bad. Good looking card. Good looking card, Finn. Nice one there. So Toronto is up. Toronto is up with a Vlad Jr. Nice one there for Toronto, numbered. There you go. Sorry about that. Nice Vlad for Toronto. Yankees, Cruz, and Amador. So Washington and Colorado sneaking one in there. Not a bad box. Got some Vlad. Just hoping to get an auto. So looking for our first auto, Finn. Still looking for our first auto. All right, let's see what we can find for. Like that Detroit. All right. Seattle's trying. Shit. Few of you are trying. Washington's got a few. Detroit. Strohs. I like that one. Seattle. Yeah, Seattle's been trying. Washington. Pittsburgh, San Fran, and the Mets again. So there's a few squeaking to get up there. All right. Not bad, Finn. Not bad. Not bad. Huh. Club, Finn. Gotta go back to Stadium Club. All right, 9 exclusive base light blue parallels per box. So this always had some type of auto in it, but I guess they don't have autos in this one no more. Go back a couple years, hell, we used to have the mega box. We used to have what, 2 autos? That and Topps Gallery. Yep, those are the 2 that we like to roll with. All right, lots of packs. Lots of packs. Goodness, lots of packs. All right, let's go. Let's go. See what we can find, Finners. Lots more rookies for you, that's for damn sure. Tough seal on the bottom. Definitely a tough seal on the bottom. Not quite there, halfway, Finn. There's a lot of packs in here, so definitely 100 plus cards. 8 cards per pack. Oh, yeah. but the Reds ended up losing. It was only I think the 6th inning. It was 6-1, so I don't think they were hitting the ball. They haven't been hitting the ball. They really haven't. Suarez had a home run. I mean, De La Cruz had a solo shot. That was one of his hits. There's the judge. The judge checking in. Good looking judge. Yeah, it was not looking good. Brandon Williamson started. I don't know. Yeah, Hunter Green's out for months. So Chase Burns had a good outing. Rhett Lauder had a good outing. So their starting pitchers are there. Their batting is not though. There's Tawny. Go up with his lime green. So now you got 2 Tawnies, 2 Judge, 2 packs to go. Yeah, not friendly. Not friendly though. All right. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. All right. Let's go. Good luck. All right. Ramirez. Augustin's back again. Kim. Rookie. Edwards. Flipped. Gray Rod. Joe Mauer. Acuna Matata. Byron Buxton. Max Fried. There's your first blue. Max Fried. No numbers on the blue. Ventos. Gilbert. Arozarena. Yamamoto. In case of emergency, break glass. Kobe Mayo. So Kobe Mayo on the break glass. We had another Kobe earlier. So that's your second Kobe for Baltimore. Simeon Bregman, Nolan Ryan, rookie on Mayer, Manny Machado, and Matt Shaw again for the Cubbies. So Cubbies podium grows for Corey. Boston's had a few. Baltimore's had a few. Blue on the Freed. No numbers on that one. Dodgers on the the Kim. We also have the Yamamoto. Sorry. And then Miami on the Ramirez. Nice one there for Sam and the Yankees. And a nice one there for Baltimore and Taylor. And then Matty B on the Marcelo Mayer. All right. All right, got one nice one there on top, the way it looks. All right, let's go. CJ Abrams, Birdie, A-Rod, Biggio, green on a Gunner, or green, blue, I say blue on the Gunnar Henderson for Baltimore. Jacob Wilson back again, Severino, Miggy, in case of emergency, break glass on the Nationals, Dylan Cruz. So Cruz sneaking one in for Washington. Very nice. McClanahan, Job's back again. Wu, Stephen Kwan, Joey Votto, Neto, Ballesteros back again for the Cubbies. Will Smith, Rooker, Terang, Chase Dolander. Dolander is a blue. So Dolander, nice one there. Festa 20s. Lindor, Chandler Simpson, and Spencer Schwellenbach. October ready. Nice shirt there. So Tampa Bay sneaking one in there on the Chandler Simpson rookie. Festa for Minnesota. Blue for Colorado. Ballesteros again. Detroit on the Job. Emergency on the Cruz. Wilson for the A's, and then a blue on Gunner for Baltimore. All right. Lots of sleevers. Lots of sleevers, Finn. Cubbies with another one. Imagine that. Minnesota with another. Trying to hold their podium. And then Washington. Is that Washington? Getting a nice one. All right, here we go. What we got? Yours for the taking on Sasaki. Sasaki, that's a good one. Roki in the hollow. Yours for the taking for Sam Bam. Roki. Sasaki. And we got something else back there too. All right, good luck. Tucker. Michael King. Sammy SOSA Sosa. Down Nola. Corbin Carroll. Royce Lewis. Zach Galen. Yelly. Santander. Caleb Durbin on the rookie for the Brew Crew. Adolis. Flip. Max Fried again. Kobe Mayo on the rook for Baltimore. Andrew McCutcheon. Weird seeing him on a different team. Ryan Zimmerman on a blue for Washington. Ryan Zimmerman on a blue. Willie. Braxton Ashcraft. Randy Johnson on a concentration. That's definitely a different one. So Diamondback sneaking one in on a concentration insert. That's Sir Thomas on the Randy. Good looking card. Good looking insert. All right, that's stack one. Stack one down. Stack one down. Not bad, but I like yours for the taking. Brew Crew. Nope, I missed it. All right. Nice one there for the Dodgers. Sam Bam on the Dodgers and the Sasaki. Brew Crew sneaking. Baltimore again. Baltimore should be really close. We'll look for them. Gunner on the blue. And then the Braxton Ashcraft for the Pirates. All right, dugout, quick dugout. Looking out for some Baltimore here. Possible podium. Yankees are pushing. Got a couple of Judge in there. All right, so there's your Yankees. All right, another one up. All right, good luck. Good luck. Flip it and get it. Christian Walker. Segezi for the Cards on a rook. Riley Green, Kirby, blue on George Brett. Cool one there. On the Brett. Nice color match. Honus Wagner, Robert, Jackson Merrill, Michael Bush, Trout for the Angels. There you go, Angels. Finally something there for you. So Angels finally checking in. Tim and Deb on the Trout. Darvish, Big Hurt, Vlad, Cody Bellinger, Ben Rice. Ben Rice checking in on a rookie. Prince Fielder, Juan, Sony, Harper, Verlander. There you go. Yours for the taking on Wyatt Langford, Texas. Wyatt Langford. So that's Fran on the Wyatt Langford insert. Yours for the taking. First one there for Texas. Manzaro, Trevor Hoffman, Mookie, Pete Crow Armstrong. I like Trevor on opening day coming out and receiving the opening pitch with freaking flip-flops on. I said, hell yeah. It's the way to do it. Flip-flopping it. All right. Well, nice Langford on yours for the taking. Ben Rice coming in for the Yankees. Trout coming in for the Angels. So waiting for something for the Angels. Yeah, you had the Angels and the Padres for Tim and Deb. That's it. And Sagizi back again. So Sagizi was here earlier. I believe it was out of the Club Blaster. All right. Brett for Bradley. Case of emergency. Yours for the taking. And another Dylan Cruz trying to keep the Nationals lurking. They are close to. I'll look after this box. We'll see what we can find. See if we can find a couple more podium meisters. All right, so we got another one on the concentration. Top of the stack. Dana. Sorry about that. Dana. Churio. Mark McGuire. Matt Olson. Blue on Shane McClanahan for the Rays. McClanahan. Westberg. Cal. Corbin Bernstein. Giancarlo. Sugano back again for Baltimore. Sugano. Skeens in the hollow, throwing a football. Sammy Sosa on the sepia. Logan Henderson on the rookies back again. Rafi. And then another Ellie for Eagle Finn. Concentration on the Zach Wheeler for the Phillies. So that's Sam Bam Cunningham on the second concentration we've seen. First one was Randy Jones. So Phillies with the concentration. Nice one there. All right, so more Milwaukee. SOSA Sosa on the sepia. Skiing tier 2. Sagano for Baltimore. McClanahan on the blue for the Rays. And then Dana for the Angels. All right, moving right along, Finn. Washington. All right. Blue, incoming blue. Kristen Campbell. Campbell checking in for Boston and Matty B. Mick Abel for Philly on the rook. Reyes, Benedetti, Longoria, Ryan Howard, Salvador Perez, Ozzie Albies. Texas with another one coming in on another Wyatt Langford. Trey Turner, Pedro Martinez, Garrett Cole, and Savage Sluggers on the Wyatt Langford for Fran in Texas. Savage Slugger. All right, that's a different one. Larry Walker, Greg Maddox, Matt McClain. That's our second one. Another Trout incoming on something for the Angels. Chipper, Contreras, Marte, Brenton Doyle on the Sepia, Savage Slugger on the Trout. There you go, Angels. So another Savage Slugger, and then Spencer Strider blue for Atlanta. I wish those blue had some numbers on them, but nice one there for the Angels, getting a couple of nice little Trouts. Check it in. Another Wyatt Langford. So a couple Savage Sluggers there. Philly, and Boston on the Campbell. All right, Philly. Texas on the Langford. Savage for the Angels. And then Strider for Atlanta blue. Last little bit, Eagle Fin, last little bit of our Stadium Club Mega. Nothing really, really exciting, so hopefully we pull something out of here. I don't know. All right, Screwball. All right. Logan Evans on the Mariners rookie. Corey Seager. Jace Jung back again for Detroit Rock City. Cade Horton for the Cubbies. First one of him. We pulled Jeter. Gunner. Blue on Austin Riley. Nice looking card on that blue. Denzel Clark. Altuve. Drake Baldwin again. Alcantara. Lawrence Butler. Mackenzie Gore. Suzuki. And Joe Mauer closing it out for the Twinnies on the blue. That's just all right, Finn. That's just all right. Tell them we want the boxes that were all dented. They were heavily dented, Finn. They were seriously heavy dented. I had to see if I could send those back. I'm not kidding. They were bad. They got down too far in a few of the boxes. Seriously. All right, few more here going into top loaders. See who else we can get up on the podium. Cubbies with another one for their podium, keeping it strong. Twins with another one for their podium. Not bad. And then the A's trying to sneak one in there. All right, so we've got Baltimore and Washington. Let's see if we can find Baltimore and Washington. Baltimore and Washington. Baltimore's working it. Boston, Detroit. There's another one. Yeah, Baltimore's definitely up there. Stros and our Dylan Cruz. Wilson. 20s. Nationals, Angels, Pittsburgh, San Fran, the Mets. All right, more More Dylan Cruz. He's making his case for Washington. Detroit and Seattle both have a few nice. Colorado, Miami, Texas, Boston, Detroit, Blue. Last little bit. Try to get a couple more up. KC, St. Louis, Detroit. Yeah, St. Louis, Detroit. And the Mets. All right, so Angels, no. Washington, yes. Washington, yes. Making it up. All right, so Washington's up. Fran chiming in. Woohoo. Yeah, they got a few. So both of them are nice. So Baltimore, very nice. Baltimore making it up there. Few lurking, a few just missing it when we're going through. Fan. Let's do a little mini stretch. Just do 3 packs of Stadium Club. 3 packs of Stadium Club. Little mini stretch. 4th, 5th inning. Hell, I don't know. Let's get something for somebody. Mini stretch. Still got a box of Stadium Club left. Yep, still got a box of Stadium Club left. All right, looking for green. Got some silver in here. Got something. Good luck. Chapman. J-Rod. Alvarez. Griffey Jr. Keyshaw back again for Minnesota. Twinnies. Meadroth back again for the Sox. George Brett. Zimmerman. Cole Reagans. McCutcheon on the green for Pittsburgh. Louis Castillo. Garrett Crochet. Mad Max. Cam Smith for the Stros again. And there we go. Sasaki back again for the Dodgers on a concentration. So also have yours for the taking. So Sasaki for Sam on the concentration out of the little mini. All right, we got to take some of these down for the Cubbies. They're loading up. You got to go in front. Dodgers are adding up. Stros with another Cam Smith. McCutcheon on the green. Meadroth for the Sox. And then Keyshaw back again for Minnesota. A little extra mini. Minnesota's holding their own up there. Shit, they are. Stros with a couple right there. Couple added to the stack. All right. Now what? We are due for. Let's just keep the Stadium Club rolling. Let's do our last mini of the Stadium Club. All right. While we're up finishing up the club, we'll do more club, and then we'll get into probably the Crusade, which will give us a couple autos for sure. All right, so a whole box of Stadium Club, and then I'm adding 2 more packs of Stadium Club to that. So I have a few extra in there for you. Let's go. So another mini stretch. In the mini stretch. All right, which one we got here? See a green in there. Hopefully it's a rookie. So box plus 2. Plus 2 more. Mini stretch. 5th inning stretch. 6th inning stretch. Heck, I don't know. It's not seventh inning yet. All right, Eagle Finn. Good luck on some Stadium Club. Stadium Club to me just been okay tonight. I've been not that impressed. Not like years in the past. Put it that way. It's not been like years in the past. I don't think. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Benedetti. Trey Turner. Savage Slugger on Big Dumper for Seattle. Joe D. Nice one there. Yamamoto, Ramirez, Martinez, Garrett Cole, Benedetti. Benedetti on a green. Kim on a rookie for the Dodgers. Javier Edwards, Gray Rod. Joe Mauer. Gunner on the Sepia. Longoria and another Ryan Howard. Checking in for the Phillies. Phillies got a couple up there, but like that one for Seattle. Joe D needs something for Seattle, says the Hit Queen. And the Dodgers with a Kim. Their podium is now full. All right. Big stack here. Big stack. Let's go. Good luck. Akuna Matata. Byron Buxton. Michael Bush on the green. Michael Bush on the green. Perez. Albies. Marcelo Mayer coming back for the Sox and Matty B. Manny Machado. Joey Votto for the Reds in case of emergency. Break glass for Eagle Finn. Logan Henderson back again. Rafi. Matt Shaw back again. Abrams. There you go. Shaw with a double bubble for the Cubbies. So nice double bubble there for Corey. De La Cruz. Westberg. Birdie. A-Rod. Cal. Bernstein. And Pete Crow. Nice little Matt Shaw check in on the double bubble. So Cubbies doing well. They still have the most cards up there on the podium. Top loaded, however you want to put it. All right, Logan Henderson. We got some more left. Votto for Eagle Finn. Mayer. And then the Michael Bush. Bush green for the Cubbies. All right. Boston, Cincinnati, and Milwaukee. All right. This is it, Finn. This is it. The green in the back brings some baby Acuna to the front for the Mets. Buster. Biggio, McClanahan, Denzel Clark. A's getting one. Robert, excuse me. Dylan Cruz, Trout checking back in. Rutschman. Willie on the Sepia. Alvarez, Mason Wynn, Jimmy Rollins, Big Pappy, and Corbin Burns on the green. So Bernstein, Willie Sepia for Jason, Dylan Cruz, Clark on a color match for Oakland, and then Acuna for the Mets. Well, Acuna's showed up for the Mets tonight, at least. Can't even play. All right. More Washington. All right, Finn. Do a crusade. Let's do a crusade. All right, Crusade checking in. Hobby box of Crusade. So 96 cards. Cheers. Get drinks of water. All right, let's go Crusade. See what we can find out of here. Somebody needs a banger. We definitely this is interesting. All right, what's it? Don't come out. That's interesting. All right, let's do this, Finn. God, get us the bangers. Please get us the bangers. We've had a couple boxes of good Crusade over the years, so. Heck, even the big Major League box, the one Major League, the big league box. We even pulled some bangers out of that shit. That first box we ever did, we pulled Trout. I forget the next one. I think the next one was Acuna. Lots of inserts in here, Finn. Lots of inserts. It's a fatty right there. That fatty on the bottom. That's a big fatty. You got one fatty in there. You got one. See all kinds of inserts in here, so good luck on some nice inserts. Let's see what we can find. We are open. 96 cards, Finn. And pennies went quick. All right, that's a nice looking card. All right, where's the name at? Up top. All right, let's go. Bobby Witt. Well, Leo got a Alex Gordon. Alex Gordon on a gold. That's a little bit different, but Alex Gordon on a gold. And then we've got Roman. Who the hell? Roman Anthony. That's what I thought it was, Roman Anthony. I just couldn't read that. That's different. So Roman Anthony, rookie for Boston. That's 89 out of 99. That's Boston's best hit. So that kid, that's worthy. That's a worthy one there for Boston. Just blending in with his bat. Nice one there. Nice. All right, and then Gordon on a gold. We'll keep that fresh. No numbers on that. Pujols on the insert there, number 99, Pujols, going to St. Louis. Nice one there for Thomas. Good looking card. Chipper. These are tough for me to see. They just blend in. They blend in. Bryce Cunningham, Noble Meyer. Owen Hall, Maserati, who just passed. There's a Chandler Simpson on a gold. Gold have no numbers, though. All right, Spirit of the Game, and then an auto sneaking in there. Spirit of the Game on some Prince Fielder. So that one goes to Milwaukee. Very nice, very nice. Who we got here? Jacob Wilson back again on Certified Stars. That's a good-looking card. Good-looking card. Louie, what up? Salas. Who else we got here? Got a couple more. Auto on the back. We could put the auto on the bottom, but we're going to do it right now. Caleb Donmeyer. Arietta. Schlitter. The Schlitter. Got a gold on Santana. And your auto going out to who that is? Chris Clark. Chris Clark for LA. Chris Clark for the Dodgers. Chris Clark. Let's make sure he's going to the Dodgers. Chris Clark on the auto. Majestic Marks. That's definitely different. Chris Clark. Going to the Angels, Finn. It is the Angels. So Chris Clark's going to the Angels. So there you go. That's Tim and Deb on the Chris Clark Majestic Marks to the Angels. So Angels, check it in. For Tim and Deb on the first auto out. First auto out. Going to the Angels. Go with your nice little Trout inserts that you've had so far. I had a couple Trouts. All right, so gold, just a parallel. I do like that one. That's a nice card for the A's. So Oakland United Care Bear. And then the Spirit of the Game, Milwaukee on the fielder. And then a gold Simpson. That's our first rookie gold. And then St. Louis on the pool holes. No numbers on that one. Went through that pennies like really quick. 100 pennies gone. Texas, Jack Leader on the Crusade number to 249. Also getting a Kumar Rocker back-to-back double bubble for Fran for Texas on 2 Crusades on Leader and Kumar getting some pitching. So Kumar got no numbers. Leader got numbers. So hell yeah. 249, 111 out of 249. There's some more in here, Finn. Got some more. All right, let's go. Prez. Ben Hess. Bruce Breck. Matt. Oh, Kane. That's Kane. Kane Caminiti. Thought it was said can't see these. These are tough. Braden House. Brady, Steve Garvey. James Wood, not a rookie on a James Wood. Miguel Tejada. I couldn't read that. Cam Smith. Got a Miguel Carrera for Florida on the gold. Heating up on a rookie Crusade, Dylan Cruz for Washington. Good looking one there. LA with a Kellen Lindsey. Kellen Lindsey to 49. Kellen Lindsey. We'll look him up. We get to him. Kellen Lindsey. Ryan Sandberg. Taylor Violet. Jace Violet? Really? Lavalette. Oh, hey, I missed that. I missed that. All right, Eagle Man. Yeah, Violet. All right, that's Bob Levin. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. Man. All right, Lindsay. Judge checking in. Kyle DeBarge. Kyle DeBarge, Minnesota. What I got here? Two nice ones here. So Tampa Bay with a Theo Gillen and Brandon Sproat for New York. Brandon Sproat. No numbers on either of those guys. So Theo for Tampa Bay. Brandon Sproat. We'll look him up. Got the gold. Got a Judge checking in there. Got a few Judges. Where's our Tawny's at? Damn. And then we've got the Kellen Lindsey. I got to look him up also. Heating up rookie on the Cruise. That's a little bit different. Definitely a little bit different. So Washington, nice one there on the wood. Yeah, we're done. We're done, Ben. Hold on. Penny. Wrong way. All right. Gold. And then the rook on the Cam Smith. So Cam Smith going to Houston. He's came out tonight. All right, let's look these guys up. Kellen Lindsley. The Dodgers. So the Dodgers. He's the Dodgers. And then we've got Brandon Sproat. Brandon Sproat. He's the Brew Crew. The Brew Crew, Milwaukee. It says New York. Who was he drafted by? He was drafted by the Mets, so that'll go to the Mets. That'll go to the Mets in New York. And then we've got Theo Gillen going to Tampa Bay. All right. So Sproat's already changed team. Drafted by the Mets, though. Getting lucky sneaking one in there. That's for sure. All right, Majestic Marks up there for the Angels. Still got a big stack to go. Finn, you still awake out there? Got a big one on the bottom. All right. Roman Anthony. Anthony, not a rookie on that one. Damn. All right. You had two there. Misarowski. Then a gold on Carter Holton. Holton's going to Atlanta. And then you come back with a Jack Leader for Texas, $2.99 for Fran. And then a Crusade on a Benj. Carson Benj going to New York. James Hobbs. Alex Gordon, Johan Santana, Jack Leader, Anthony again, Nolan Shanwell, another Ryan Waldschmidt. Jesus Mate from Milwaukee, and a purple to 99 on Braden Montgomery. So Braden Montgomery to 99, purple. Good looking card there. Good looking card. So Chicago getting him. And then Leo DeVries going to San Diego. And Tim and Deb. Miggy. Carter Holton again. Pudge. Tyson Neighbors. And Hideki Matsui. What we got back here? Kierstad. So Kierstad on a nice color match for Baltimore. No numbers, but nice looking one on the gold. Nice one there for the Padres. So Padres get another one to go up on their podium. Got the purple. I like the purple. Something different. Got the gold. Got the Crusade. They're all Crusades, I guess. Leader, Texas. And then Carter Holton on the gold to Atlanta. All right, still got a few up here. Let's look these guys up. So Texas, Fran getting another one. Carson Benz. Let's see, Montgomery's going to one of the Chicago teams. All right, and this is the New York team. Carson Benz. Where's Benz going? Carson Benz. He is a New York Met. New York Met. So the Mets checking in. And then we have the Braden Montgomery from one of the Chicago teams, maybe. Braden Montgomery. Yeah, he'll go to Chicago anyways. White Sox. The Sox. So that's Angel on that one. On the Braden Montgomery. So the Mets, no numbers. And then the Montgomery to the Sox, no numbers. Still looking for a second auto. Still got a good stack to go. Crusade on the Ethan Holiday. Ethan Holiday. So Holiday, where's he headed? Wow. Braden Montgomery again. So Braden Montgomery, again, going to the Sox. No numbers on the Montgomery. Going to the Sox, though. Kierstad again. Mason Wynn. Spencer Arrighetti. Prince. Tommy of Troy for Arizona. Tommy of Troy on the gold. And then Juggernauts on the Chase Burns for the Reds and Eagle Finn. Got something here. All right, bring these guys to the top. LA on a Dalton Rushing. I believe that one's going to the Dodgers. Nice Dalton Rushing. Got any numbers? Numbers to 199 on the Dalton Rushing. So going to the Dodgers. Nice one there. I like that one for on the Chase Burns. He had a great outing. So Carson Williams and Billy Amick. Juggernauts. What the hell is that? Dylan Cruz. That's sick. That's sick, Finn. That's seriously sick. Going on to Washington on the Cruz jersey. Nice jersey back there on that chrome. No numbers. It is called numbers. On the numbers card, going to Washington. A nice one there for Ivo on the Cruz. Good looking card. Yes. All right. Juggernauts for Eagle Finn on the Chase Burns. I'll take that one. It's been my best card, I believe. And then we've got the Dalton Rushing for the Dodgers on the Aqua. And then we got Tommy of Troy for Zona on the gold. And then we've got Braden Montgomery. Montgomery again. Going to the Sox. And where's Ethan Holiday at? We're at Colorado. Ethan Holiday. So Baby Holiday going to the Rockies. He is a Rocky. So Colorado on the Holiday. Colorado, there you go. Finally something there for Colorado there, Sir Thomas, on the Holiday, Baby Holiday. All right, still looking, Finn. Still looking. Still looking. Let's go. There's something down here. There's something. Maybe. Yep. There's something. All right. Here we go. Maddie. Baseball Donnie. Desan Hill. Colt Emerson. Mason Wynn on the gold. Greg Maddux to 199. Nice one there for the Cubbies. Nice one there for Cleveland on that Travis Bazzana. Finally something for Cleveland there, Thomas. No numbers on the Bazzana. I remember we pulled that kid's auto a couple years back. Johnny Carmelo. Pablo Sandoval. Drew Colbert. Jang for LA. Skeens, he'll get one. And who that is? The Chicago getting another Braden Montgomery, 2 out of 10. So White Sox bringing in the Braden Montgomery to keep alive. That's Angel on the 2 out of 10 low number juggernauts. So Sox doing good out of this box. I like the Skeens for Pittsburgh. Finally, something for Schittsburg and the Unky. Bazzana for the Indians. It will always be the Indians. Greg Maddux checking in to 199. 70 out of 199. Nice one there for the Cubbies. Keep their little roll going. Then the Mason Wynn for Louis Lou. That's also Sir Thomas. All right. Auto down there. Mem, I believe, on the bottom. No, I didn't see it. Seattle on the Gerangelo. Cantu. Seattle, Gerangelo. It's a hell of a name. Seattle checking in. That's Joe D. James Triantos. Ryan Clifford for New York. San Diego on the Ethan Salas. Carter Johnson. Susana for Washington. Who dat? Yachty for St. Louis on the gold. And Walker Janik for Houston. That's number 1 to 99. 199 on the Walker Janik. 195 out of 199 on the Janik. First time he's been out, I believe. Got a lot of numbered ones out of here. All right, so we've got an auto and a mem. I'm going to try to take the mem off the bottom. Stacks are definitely getting there. Tools of the trade. Cooper Pratt for Milwaukee. Cooper Pratt. Tools of the trade. Sorry about that. Cooper Pratt. Tools of the trade. Not from any specific game or event. It is Panini. We should know that. All right. So Cooper Pratt, Milwaukee. Getting one on the board, though. That is a fatty. Let's do. All right. Fatty Magoo. Fatty Magoo. All right. Cooper Pratt puts them on the board with the tools of the trade. No numbers on the Cooper. All right. We got an auto lurking. One auto lurking. Who's getting the auto, Finn? Last auto. First one was Majestic Marks on the Chris Clark. This one's numbered 73 out of 99. 73 out of 99. Janik back again. Janik back again. Walker Janik just came out. He is back again. Janik. So Walker Janik going to Houston. 73 out of 99. There you go, Houston. So congrats. Houston is Sir Thomas hauling in the auto there. He also checked in like a moment before that on one numbered 1-99. So 73 out of 99. Interesting auto on the Walker Janik. There you go, Bubby. Very nice. Very nice. I don't know nothing about him. I don't know nothing about him. But you are on the board. You are on the board. Let's trade you there. Let's trade Boston. That's a nice Roman Anthony. So our autos, Majestic Marks on the Chris Clark. Walker Janik for Houston. Very interesting, Finn. Very interesting. But Thomas won't complain. Thomas will not complain. All right, Finn. We're down to 3 boxes. Plus, we got 7th inning stretch. 3 boxes in 7th inning stretch. One of them is our baseball. So let's do our 7th inning stretch. Nah, we'll wait for the 7th inning stretch. All right, Topps Chrome update. Looks for Topps X-Fractor parallels. 42 total cards. Home of the rookie debut patch autograph. That would be nice. 7 packs per box, 6 cards per pack. Let's go. Topps Chrome update. Topps Chrome update. Oh, that's weird. That's weird how they put that little flap on there this year. All right, we good? All right, let's do this. All right, Chrome update. You get a couple different rookies out of here from what I see when I looked them up. Come on, give us a banger. We're due for one out of the little boxes. All right, then 42 cards. We are open on the Topps Chrome update. All right, good luck, everybody. Down to some numbers on the top of the stack. All right, Munoz. For Joe D, Munoz, check it in. Jorbit Vivas. Jorbit. The Yankees. Gunnar Hoglund, there's a good one. Garcia. Rosario. Ellie De La Cruz on the refractor all-star game for Eagle Finn. Marcelo Mayer on the rook. Very nice one there for Boston. Thomas Harrington for Pittsburgh. Ben Rice for the Yankees. And Brian Hayes for the Reds. Philadelphia with their best on a Max Kepler to 299. Max Kepler to 299. 273 out of 299 on the Ray Wave green. Kepler 299 in the holla. All right, I got my top loaders I got to open here. All right, that's their best. That's their best. Yankees on another Ben Rice. Schittsburg on a Harrington. Marcelo Mayer. Reds on the De La Cruz. A's on the Gunnar Hoglund. And then the Yankees again with the Jorbit Vivas. So double bubble there for the Yanks. And then Seattle with the Munoz. All right, A's. De La Cruz. Boston with a Mayer. Got a few of them. And then a Harrington for Pittsburgh. All right. Let's go. Good luck. Bobby Witt. There you go. All-Star Game refractor. Connor Thomas. Nice Connor Thomas. A's on a Jacob Wilson. Nice refractor there on the Jacob Wilson. A's and carry. Josh Naylor. Drake Baldwin back again for Atlanta, as well as Nick Enright for Cleveland. Paxton Schultz checking in for the Blue Jays. These all look decent. Wilmer Abreu, he's badass. And then a Brooks Lee going to do a double bubble refractor with Keyshaw. So Minnesota back to the podium for Minnesota. No numbers, just refractor. Not bad. Minnesota keeping up. They're keeping up. They are. All right, Boston with a Abreu. Schultz, Enright, Baldwin, another Jacob Wilson, Connor Thomas, and then the Bobby Witt. All right, Milwaukee, they're up there, aren't they? The A's been trying with this kid. They pulled him several times on the Wilson, so he's got several. All right, let me grab two of these. Just to be safe, we went through a bunch. All right, keep rolling. Train, keep it rolling. And the Blue Jays. Blue Jays, where you at? Blue Jays back there. Blue Jays are back there, I think. think that's a Blue Jays. All right, let's go. We got something in here. Moncada. Abel. Duran. Jonathan Aranda. Shane Smith for the Sox. Nestor Cortez. Nick Kurtz. There you go, Oakland. Finally, that's our first Nick Kurtz. Bubic and Power players. Pete Crow Armstrong for the Cubbies on the Power players. PP 44. Nice one there for Corey on the Pete Crow. Good looking card. Sexy card, that's for sure. All right. Nice. Nice Nick Kurtz. So finally, Kerry getting some Nick Kurtz in there. Sox with another one. Hey, Sox are trying. Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's been cold. And then Abel for Philly. To go with your friends up there on the podium. Got that numbered one last time. Slowly. All right. Yo-ho, the Pirates' life for me. All right. Harrison Bader, Mason Flaherty. Garrett McDaniels, Chad Patrick, Brew Crew, and a wave on Zach Veen for Colorado. That's Thomas on the Ray wave. Brew Crew getting a few late to the podium. Angels with a McDaniels. Blue Jays with a Flaherty, and then Brew Crew again with the Yoho. Small, little bit left, Finn. Small bit left. All right, good luck, Finn. Good luck. Something on the back. Victor Caratini, Strohs. Jose Iglesias, Padres. Matt Swanson for the Cards. Tyler Rogers and Ryan Johnson holding back something. I don't know what Ryan's holding back. But St. Louis, San Diego, and Houston checking in late out of Chrome Update. San Diego back to the podium, back there in a corner. And then St. Louis with the Matt Swanson. All right, so Ryan Johnson holding back something. I don't know what it is, but Ryan Johnson for the Angels. All right, Scotty, what do you got for us here? Give us something nice. Oh, Mike Trout. I don't know what the hell that is. I can't even read that. What is that? Horror. What does that say? That's sick, Finn. Night horror, night terror. That's a badass insert. Night horror. It says something here. Hold on, I gotta look that up. That's badass, Finn. That's badass. What is that? No? Huh. I don't know, Finn. What's it say through there? Anybody know? I don't know.
Terror. It says terror on the bottom.
Yeah, terror. What's it say right
There's
there?
some on the top.
Can't read what's right here. There's one right there. I don't know, Finn. You guys know that? What's it say right there? What's it say right there? It says something there. I swear to God it does. That's nasty. That looks like a tough one to get. Night Terror. Number 10. Trout. All right. Well, that's badass. That's badass. That's all I know. Night Terrors. So it's night. It is Night Terrors.
Night terror.
Yeah, Night Terror. I swear it says something there out there on that above, but I could be wrong. Yeah. Night Terrors. Yep. Night Terrors. Okay. All right. Night Terrors. Thank you. Thank you. Well, shit, man. That's pretty sweet. That's a cool card. All right, let's go. 7th inning stretch, Finn. 7th inning stretch. Oh, stretch. Oh, my goodness. 7th. All right, let's do a box of Topps Chrome. Topps Chrome on a stretch. Chrome stretch. On the Night Terror. Jason Coberly still hanging in there. Oh, hell yeah. Waiting on the Boys of Summer. San Francisco usually does good on that box. So this is the A's from what I remember. All right, a little extra 7th inning stretch, Finn. See if we can find a little banger out of here for somebody. Find us something very unusual. Remember, tomorrow's April 1st. April Fools. All right, a little extra on a Topps Chrome 2025 on the value box, I believe. Blaster value box. Good luck. I like the trout. Unless it's numbered, it's a buck. Really? That's it? That's crazy. Damn, that's kind of a bummer, you know? Glaber. Louis Robert. Juan on a refractor. Chris Bassett on a negative for the Blue Jays. Chris Bassett on the negative. Another refractor right behind on Nestor Cortez. I like this. Stephen Kwan, Riley Green, Ray Wave on a Trey Sweeney, and a Brendan Donovan on the back. That's a buck. It looks like it. That looks like a freaking hard pull, Jason. I think that card looks like a fucking hard pull, but shit, I guess not. That negative is probably worth more than the freaking trout. All right, Bassett. It's a nice one there. Blue Jays with another And then the Brew Crew getting the Nestor. And then Detroit, the Sweeney. That sucks. It's $1. Absolutely, you know it. Hunter Renfro, Bryce Harper on the power players. There you go, Philly. Power players number 2 coming in. So PP number 4, I believe it was. Number 6, excuse me. So Bryce, nice Bryce. Young Hao Lee, DeCenzo on a rook. Nico going to the corner on the sepia. Nice looking. Screwball. Tyler Gentry. Jackson Job. Nice Job. And then a Rafi. And a Rafi. So Detroit with another one. On the Job. You've had plenty of Job tonight. Then the Tyler Gentry for KC. KC's been quiet. And then the Bobby Witt that we pulled. Refractor All-Star game. Cubbies with another one. Cubbies. Houston's done all right. Got that auto. The Janik coming through. Lee for Jay. And then the power players for the Phillies. Nice one there. Phillies just adding a little bit at a time. And then Houston with another. All right. Got a good half a box left, I think. Let's go. Plenty of refractors in here. Bassett. Dylan. Nationals on the Darren Baker rookie. Darren Baker. Aldegary. Blake Snell on the sepia. Wilson Contreras. Connor Gillespie. San Diego on the Darvish. Langoliers and Wilber Diaz for Arizona on the sepia. Wilber Diaz. San Diego with another one. Miami on the Gillespie. LA on the Blake Snell. Angels on the Aldegari. And then Washington on the Darren Baker refractor rookie. All right, Angels with another. Dodgers with another. Miami. San Diego going to the corner. And Arizona on the Diaz. Few left. We got something on futures or something. I don't know what we got. Good luck. Tatis. Zach Wheeler. DeSantos. And future stars on the Volpe. Anthony coming through for the Yankees. Pretty good looking card. So Yanks getting a little decent one there. The Mets on the De Los Santos and Philly on the Wheeler. All right, so not a bad extra. I don't think. That was pretty good, I think. All right, there's your 2 stacks. So very nice, very nice, very nice. All right, Finn. It's time for some Boys of Summer. So Boys of Summer, check it in. It's our big hobby box. Find 3 autographs and or one mem. So fingers crossed on some big ones here. Fingers crossed. 8 cards per box. 8 cards per box. Is that a baseball lurking? 2024 baseball lurking. 1 pack. Let's get out Scotty. No, let's get out Booger. Let's get out Booger. Bastion Booger. Bugs in the holla. Bugs, what do you got for us here? Where's the edge at? Can't even find the edge. There we go. All right. I think I found it. Yeah, that's what she said. Fatty Magoos, that's for sure. That's for sure. Bring out your fatties. I don't know if I got enough fatties. I don't think I do. No little ones, that's for sure. All right. Well, we'll be close here, damn it. I know I'm going to run into some fatties here. All right. Baltimore on a 249. Brooks Robinson. Brooks Robinson. Robinson checking in for Baltimore on the Boys of Summer. Very nice. Big fatty. Big fatty. So Brooks, Baltimore. Next one out. Charlie Condon going to Colorado on a 249. 32 out of 249. Charlie for Thomas. Baltimore was tailor-made. Charlie. Whoa, okay, we're at the bottom. Chase for Colorado out of 175, 151 purple. Chase on a rookie. There you go. There you go. Nice little rookie for you, sir. All right, I believe we're pushing 180. Yeah, it won't fit in that one. That's for damn sure. All right, so Chase on a rookie to 175. Close team, Thomas. I'm going one more off the bottom. Oh, shit, I can't. Going in the middle. Chase Burns for Eagle Finn, 15 out of 49. Chase Burns. Nice Chase to 49. All right, I'll get top loaders for these guys. I don't know if I've got one right now. I got a couple in here that'll qualify. All right. We got autos. Damn, we might have 4 autos. All right. Jesus Mate on a 3-color. Boys of Summer to 25 for Milwaukee. The Brew Crew, Jared Brolsma. Finally, Jared, 21 out of 25. Mate. Very nice. I think I got him covered. Yeah. All right. Mate in the holla. So Milwaukee second. It's their second. All right. Autos left. Spencer Arrighetti going to Houston out of 199. Spencer Arrighetti. Good looking card. 159 out of 199. Going to Houston. That is Sir Thomas. With his second auto, Spencer Arrighetti. That was a late pickup. Arrighetti for Houston. Very nice, sir. Very nice. Getting you another one up there, Bubby. see if we got one for him. Come on, babe. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. There we go. Arrighetti to 199. He's a pitcher. All right, who we got here? All right. St. Louis on the Mark Mulder fan favorite to 25. Great looking card. St. Louis, that is Sir Thomas again. Unky Steve just did flips in his sleep. Mark Mulder on a fan favorites, 19 out of 25 on the sticker. Great looking card, though. St. Louis. Thomas starting to check in. Starting to check in for sure. All right, so St. Louis on the Mulder. Mulder. All right. The last card out. The last card out. Wow. Going to Fran on a Jack Leader. 112 out of 199. Boys of Summer Leader. That's a good one. Probably the best one out of the box. Leader. Good looking auto. Good looking auto right there. 112 out of 199 for Fran.
I'm excited. Oh my god.
She got a freaking auto. Whatever. Texas, check it in. You better ring your bell, Mother Hubbard. You better ring your freaking bell. Leader, check it in. Damn. Nice one. Nice one. Little Texas showing up late. Showing up late. Damn. Leader, Texas. Our other numbered ones were Chase Burns, Charlie Condon, and Brooks Robinson. We'll get those guys taken care of and get them top loaders. I might have one over here. Well, I don't think I've got any. Chase the Brooks. Charlie. I think I got one over here. Where's Charlie? So Charlie 249 got it. He got one. I think he got the last one. So Chase can wait, and then Brooks is going to get one. I'll find him one. All right, Finn. Wow, not bad. Very interesting. So, little Texas sneaking in there. Alrighty. All right, let's put these guys over the side. Let's get a baseball out. Somebody getting a baseball. There's a couple I'm not going to be able to get to their friends. This is a big ass stack. That's a big ass stack. All right, Leader, Mulder, Arrighetti. I got to say the Mulder pretty damn good too. So very nice. I like the Chase Burns for Eagle Finn. All right, going back to 2024 on our last authentic Onyx Preferred. Onyx Preferred. You ready? All right. A little fancy.
Whoa.
Fancy. Huh. Not sure about this guy. I'm still not sure about this guy.
Fancy bag.
At least he's got a decent auto you can read. Yeah, there you go, Eagle Fin. Can anybody tell it? Should be pretty easy. Wow. Charlie? It's Charlie. Charlie. Going to Taylor Mosier. Taylor Made is a Charlie Soto. Charlie Soto. Charlie. Charlie Soto. So Charlie, check it in. Charlie Soto for Minnesota. Taylor getting the baseball, Finners. Taylor Made with the baseball. Very nice. We've had that baseball for 2 years. 2 years. 2 years. All right. Little Charlie Soto. Charlie. All right. So Charlie Soto going to Taylor Made in Minnesota in his little baggage claim. All right, Finn. Well, let's get the numbers of these guys here. A picture of these guys. And start our picks off. So our summer, we got Chase Burns to 49, Brooks to 249, Charlie Condon to 249, and then Chase Dolander to 175 purple, and that one was a rook. So not bad. Thomas getting a few out of there. Baltimore with the other. That is also Taylor Made. Get the Arrighetti in there. Nice leader for Fran. All right, Finn. Let's go with the big stack. Finners, thanks for joining on a Tuesday night. Love you guys. Long time. Tomorrow afternoon, look for a cheap seat baseball going up. So cheap seat baseball, cheap seat football, excuse me. Grant McCray, no particular order. Drake Baldwin, Connor Conine, Chase Meadroth, Shane Smith. So getting a few White Sox in there. Mike Enright, Drake Baldwin again, Thomas Harrington, Gunnar Hogland, Andres Munoz, Skeens. That was about it. Kellen Lindsley for LA Dodgers. Tampa Bay with some Theo Gillen. Pujols for St. Louis. Put you up there with your friends. Chandler Simpson for Tampa Bay. Got Spirit of the Game on a Big Cecil. Denzel Clark on the color match. Baby Acuna, Logan Henderson. Break Glass. Joey Votto for Eagle Finn. Marcelo Mayer. Meadroth again. Cam Smith for the Stros. Yes, you hung in there. Descenzo for the Stros. Salvador Perez on the Holiday. Sagizi for St. Louis. Drake Baldwin, Tyler Locklear, Jackson Jobe, and Cam Smith. Adding up there for Houston. Piazza got the double bubble. Piazza was number 299 out of 299. Denzel Clark again. Jace Jung again. Logan Evans for the Mariners. Amador for Colorado. Drew Hoppy, Ryan Bliss, Jace Jung, Schwellenbach, Nick York, Baby Acuna again, double bubble. Stephen Kwan on the holidays. Zach Veen checking in. Brenton Doyle, Augustin Ramirez, and Dustin Harris. I'll try to get us some different boxes, Finn. I might go with the Boys of Summer again because I really like the Boys of Summer. So Marcelo Mayer, Sweeney, the Tigers. No numbers on that, but that's a sexy ass card. That is a sexy card. Savage Slugger on the pool holes. Austin Ramirez, George Kirby, J.P. Crawford, George Lombard. Where's the Janks at? Late Janks. Kiro, Marcelo Mayer again. Ty Cobb on the premier level. Prism, Jackson Jobe again. Cam Smith again. Jacob Wilson on the color match. Max Muncy, O'Neill Cruz. Hayden Birdsong for Sam Fran on the Sepia Refractor. Francisco Alvarez on the Refractor. Austin Riley. And a Drake Baldwin for Atlanta. Spencer Strider for Atlanta. Trout on the Savage Slugger. Got some nice Trouts tonight. Savage Slugger on the Wyatt Langford. Sneaking in there for Fran. Got the Kristen Campbell and Mick Abel. Logan Henderson. Dana for the Angels. McClanahan for the Rays. Wyatt Langford for Texas. George Brett on the color match. Segizi. Ashcraft. Ryan Zimmerman. Caleb Durbin. Concentration on the Randy Johnson for the Diamondbacks. Dolander again. Jackson Jobe again. Jacob Wilson again. Chandler Simpson checking in for Tampa Bay again. Marcelo Mayer. Hey, at least Boston's getting a nice little bit for a podium pick. De Los Santos, Wilbur Diaz, Gillespie, Hooley, Gentry, Jackson Jobe again, Trey Sweeney on the way, Juan Soto on the Refractor, Matt Svanson, Zach Veen, Aranda, Nick Kurtz, and Jacob Wilson there all night for you, Kerry. Savage on the big dumper for Joe D. Bobby Witt for Bradley. Ellie for Eagle Finn. Seattle with the Gerendolo. Travis Bazzana for Cleveland. 2 out of 10 on the Braden Montgomery. So that was a nice Lolo. Let's get a picture of that Lolo. Just because that was probably our lowest number card. It was a 2 out of 10 juggernaut. 2 out of 10. Ethan Holiday is going to Colorado. Chicago on Mother Braden Montgomery. Juggernauts on the Chase Burns, Regal Finn. Crusade 99 on the Montgomery. So Montgomery did show up. Carson Benz going to the Mets. Texas getting a Jack Leaders. Go with your auto. Then we've got New York on the Brandon Sproat going to the Mets. Got a Cam Smith headed to Houston. Texas on the leader again. Kumar Rocker going to Texas. And Jacob Wilson, more A's on the Certified Stars. A's did pretty good for Carrie. Really, she didn't get the podium, but she did pretty good. So, all right, Finn. Now we're down to getting some pictures taken. David Hurst, Angel. Holla. Sublime on KC. Bradley would probably like that. Where'd B-Rad at? I haven't seen B-Rad. He hasn't checked in tonight. How's Duckster doing? What up, Duckster? Thanks for checking in, Bobby. All right, San Diego with a Darvish, a Jose Iglesias, Got a certified prospect on Leo DeVers, all etch, and then the Ethan Salas. So San Diego with a small check-in. Small check-in there for Tim and Deb. All etch was probably your nicest one out of there. All right. Yeah, we miss you, Duckster. We miss you. All right, Toronto. I was putting Toronto in the wrong place. I was putting them on top of somebody unless they had an additional. That was Milwaukee. That was the Brew Crew. So the Brew Crew got yeah. We got to combine them there. All right. So here is Toronto on the negative. Chris Bassett, Mason Flaherty, Maxon Schultz. Got a Vlad bat to 199 at his game used. Jake Blos and a Kloffensteiner on the other side. So Toronto with a little check-in. Not bad for Ivo. Ivo on Toronto. So there's Ivo's break. One of those kind of cold was the New York Yankees. Yankees for Sam Bam. Got Lombard. Got a Volpe on a Future Stars. Got a Jorbit Vivas. Judge. Ben Rice. Judge. Max Fried Blue. Ben Rice. And Aaron Judge out of Crusade. So you got 9. But a little rough for the Yankees there, being the big team out there. Yankees and the Dodgers both. So not bad, but all right. Sneaking in there with the patch was Minnesota. Minnesota actually had a few. So Minnesota, very nice. Not bad. All right, Brooks Lee. Minnesota tonight was Taylor Mosier. Also got the baseball. Got the Matthews, Keyshaw, Festa, Joe Mauer blue, Carrera, Keyshaw on one side, Brooks Lee on the other side, Keyshaw, and then a Mim. With the pitcher. All right, so Minnesota also got the baseball. So nice break for Minnesota. Late pickup, getting the baseball. Also, so Taylor Made checking in late and getting the baseball. Very nice. Very nice. All right, who we got here? This is a decent one too. So I like this one here. A couple that I really like in here. All right, this is the Angels. This is the Tim and Deb. Got a Darren Baker, Chaparro, Garcia. All those are refractors. So another Cruz. Got a case of emergency on Cruz. Got another Cruz. Got another Cruz. Got another Cruz. Got several Cruz. Cruz and heating up on the Cruz. So Cruz was like, on fire. And got 3. Very nice. I really like that one. Breaking the glass. The numbers. Refractor. Cruz. Breaking glass. Heating up. And then Dana. So nice little solid one there for Washington Nationals. Tonight. That was Ivan Mott. Excuse me. Sorry, that was Ivo. Ivo on the Nationals. Angels are Tim and Deb. So we'll hit those guys soon also. More Baltimore. Kobe Mayo. Baltimore tonight was Taylor Made. So yours for the taking. Break glass. Gunner. Sagano. Kobe and Sagano. So there is Baltimore on Taylor's second team. Got a few. All right, Boston was Matt Beelonger, checking in for the first time in a while. So Marcelo Mayer. Roman Anthony to 99. Anthony 99. Mayer, and then Abreu. Wilbur is a gooder. So Boston for Matty B gets about 8 of them. All right. St. Louis checking in late. Nice one there. Milwaukee. We'll do Philadelphia. Philadelphia was Sam Bam. He had a couple nice inserts on the Harper power players. You had Max Kepler to 299. You had Fortune 5 on the Harper, and then Bohm on the other side. You had Concentration on the Zach Wheeler, Abel, and then another Wheeler. So interesting there for Philly and Sam. Not bad. Got several inserts for that. And then the Wheeler to 299 on the Ray Wave. All right, Milwaukee. Let's get Milwaukee in here. Milwaukee with the Made 3-color to 25. Nice one there on the Made. You also had Cooper Pratt on the Tools of the Trade. Connor Thomas, Patrick, Yoho, Nestor Cortez. Then you had the break glass on the Churio. You had Blake Burke. And then the Logan Henderson. So very nice. Milwaukee with a nice showing. At the end. So Milwaukee with the Made, the Pratt, breaking glass. So Milwaukee was Jared Brolsma. So Jared Brolsma, not bad. Milwaukee got you something. Very nice. Gotta say that was pretty good. St. Louis, Houston, the Angels. Let's go St. Louis. St. Louis with a really good break. Let's hold off on St. Louis. Let's go to Chicago. Chicago had the most cards top loaded for Corey Howard. You had Nico going to the corner. You had Pete Crow on the power players. You had Greg Maddux. You had Matt Shaw, double bubble Matt Shaw. You had Ballesteros, Arrieta, Matt Shaw, Cade Horton on the Prism. Matt Shaw. Tampa Bay snuck one in there on the Logan Driscoll. Tampa Bay, you got in there. Cade Horton. That was a completely different team. Cade Horton, Ballesteros again. Another Matt Shaw, and then a Ballesteros. Got to get big pitchers. We'll get some little ones here too. So Corey, I gotta say, you did pretty good for the Cubbies. Everybody fighting over these Cubbies. Maddux, Pete Crow, Nico going to the corner. Matt Shaw, and then Ballesteros, and then a Ballesteros on the other side. So there's your Cubbies. The Cubbies did good. Very nice. Let's do the Angels. Angels got an auto. Cardinals got an auto. Houston's got an auto. The Dodgers. All right, let's do the Angels. Angels were the Braun family. Getting a Trout on a Savage Slugger. Trout on the Night Terror insert. And then the Chris Clark on the Majestic Marks. Going to the Angels also. Got a Garrett McDaniels. Got a Johnson. Aldegari. Jack Chakanowicz. And then a Trout on the breaking glass. So you had your Trout inserts. Not a bad break. So very nice, very nice. I like that one. All right, so gotta get the Trout, the Majestic, the Savage, Breaking Glass. Not bad. Tim and Deb on the Angels. Tim and Deb on the Angels. Very nice. All right, Dodgers. Dodgers had a few. Definitely had a few. No Tani though, I don't believe. Sasaki. Yeah, we had that. That's our only Tanis. Tani Green. Enrique. Edgardo Henriquez. Dalton Rushing. Kim. Tani. There's our other Tani. Kim. Concentration on the Sasaki. Kellen Lindsley. Blake Snell. You got the Dalton Rushing and another Kim. So two waves there. Dodgers and Dodgers. All right, so Dodgers and the Yankees for Sam Bam Cunningham Edwards and the Philadelphia Phillies. So not bad. You had your podiums. You had podiums. All right, Houston, St. Louis. All right, Houston. Houston was late pickup by Sir Thomas. Not bad, Bubby. Not bad. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. All right, here we go. You got Cam Smith out of Crusade. Cam Smith Green. Cam Smith again. DeZenzo. Cam Smith again. Cam Smith. Got Janik checking in. Caratini checking in. DeZenzo again. And then your two autos were Janik and Spencer Arrighetti. So very nice check in for the Houston Astros. Stros with a solid break. And fairly cheap seats. To 99 on the Janik. And then to 199 on the Arrighetti. So very nice. Thomas, nice break for Houston. Hell yeah. All right. And you also had St. Louis. Lou. Beat Nunky Steve. Svanson. Segezi. Pujols on the Savage. Segezi again. Pujols again. And then the Mark Mulder to 25. Fan favorite. Great looking card on the Mark Mulder. So way to finish off for St. Louis with the Mulder fatty to 25 on the auto fan favorites. So very nice. And then picking them up late was the Texas Rangers and Fran getting in on her first break.
Yeah.
Getting them Wyatt Langford on some Savage. Yours for the taking on a Wyatt. Getting a Jack Leader to 299. Getting a leader. That leader was the 249. Kumar Rocker, no numbers. And then the leader autograph out of boys, the 199, 112. So solid break for the Texas Rangers. Sir Thomas with 2 for Houston. So Houston was the big one for the autos. A couple of teams with a couple mems was Milwaukee and who else? There was a couple others too. So Milwaukee did good. But leader in the hollow for Fran. The baseball going to Minnesota tonight in Taylor Mosier. Taylor made. So hell yeah, Finn. Finners, thanks for joining me tonight. So appreciate those of you that made it in. So David Duck checking in, a Duckster, Angel, Sir Thomas here all night, Fran here all night. Jason Coberly got a little rough break for Sam Fran. Thomas did good. Louie in the holla. Louie in the holla. Fran, Angel, Tim and Deb made it in. Sam, Bam Cunningham, Edward, Jake Coberly again. Sir Thomas, and Fran. I think I got y'all. Go Finn. Go Finn. Baseball. I'm not sure when our next break will be. So football tomorrow afternoon. Cheap seat 10 box break. Cheap seats. Select megas, 2 select megas, 2 optic megas, blast, and rookies and stars. So we'll be a cheap seats for everybody. So grab your teams and have a great rest of your weekend, Finn. So love you a long time. And I will see you all soon. Holla, holla, Finn. I don't know how we're doing this here. Whoa. Nope, don't know what we got going on here. Where's my end stream? My end stream is not up here. And wow, it's up top. They changed it up top on me. End stream up top. Okay. All right, they changed that around.
I can still hear you.
All right, I know. I'm still going, babe. Still going. I had to figure out how to end stream. Oh, love you, Finn. Have a great rest of your week. Be safe, everybody.
It changed it around on you a little bit, huh?